Good morning, everybody. There, I've got it up. I'll put a wee link in the chat and I'll pin it above if anybody wants to become a member of the channel and get special emojis and a shout out on a Saturday. I'll put it in the chat just now. Pin. And give myself a thumbs up. I always feel that cheeky when I do that. I don't know why. Anyway, a lot has happened since I last seen you yesterday. Jeez, a lot has happened. Jenny, good morning, my lovely Jenny. Yesterday, before my grandson came out of school, we got a phone call saying he had a bad fall and he had split his lip open. So my son went up and got him. Liesl, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. My son went up and got him and took him home. So Sophie took a picture and I could see right away he was going to need stitches in it. Burst wide open, his wee lips burst wide open. So he had to go to the hospital. He went to the hospital. Did they go to the hospital? He did. He went to the hospital yesterday and they had a look at it and they referred him to a different hospital that he was to fast all night and it looked as if he was going to have to go under the day, get an anaesthetic and go under the day, which it's the anaesthetic, guys, that you worry about. It's not the actual procedure. So I couldn't sleep all night. I was tossing, turning, thinking, oh my God, I really didn't want him to go under. But a 3-year-old trying to sew their lip, you can imagine it's just not happening. So anyway, this morning Amanda had to take him and be there in the hospital for 7 o'clock this morning. So the surgeon came in and took a look at it and said it looked as if it was already starting to heal. And they didn't really want, and Amanda as well, she didn't want to put the vein under. And look at the birds in my garden. Hold on a minute. Look, I'm getting distracted here. Look. Can you see all the millions of birds out there? Look at that. They all know to come to the bungalow. There's always plenty of food here for them. Anyway, that's him on his way home. They said that it looked as if it was healing itself. And as Amanda said, she didn't want to put, if he's going to have a wee scar on his lip, he's going to have a wee scar on his lip. And I said, anyway, see, boys like a bit of, I mean, me and my brother used to have competitions of whose scar was the best. The boys are like that. They like a bit of war wounds. I'm just, although that happened, I'm glad he didn't split his head open or his eye or something worse than that. That's the kind of things that was swirling through my brain last night when I was sleeping. I daren't say them to Amanda because she's already worried sick. And I'm thinking it could have been a lot worse than what it was. So, again, we're sitting here like, oh my God, it's like one thing after another. And what a shame for him, he was starving. He kept to kind of have something to eat, and no, you can't get anything to eat because we didn't know if he was going to have to go under the day. So when Amanda had FaceTimed me there for the hospital and he's sitting with grapes, munching into his grapes, and my bloody heart, you know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, what a shame. I don't know many times he's been in and out of hospital this year. It's been a terrible year. He must be getting fed up with it, having to go in and out of the bloody hospitals all the time. But I'm glad he's okay. The main thing is he looks bright enough. He might have a scar, but as I say, that's like a wee war wound, isn't it? Me and my brother, especially if we were having a flavouring, it'd be like, whose scar's the best? It was like, can any of you remember that scene in Jaws? And they're on the boat and they're all having a drink and they start showing scars. So they start showing wee scars and then the scars get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then the guy shows that he's been bit with a shark. I mean, that's what me and my brother were like. Whose scar's the best scar? And I'm sure the wee fellow will be the same with the wee scar he's going to have in his lip. It might just, I mean, he's still young enough, it might just go away within time. It might just go away, but what a bloody shame. And as I said, all night, and I kept kind of dozing and then like jump scaring, waking up like that. Because in my mind, I'm thinking it could have been his eye out, it could have been this, it could have been that. It was just like swirling. So anyway, thank God. He's all right, thank God. Keely, good morning, my lovely Keely, good morning. Listen, I need to show this again, right? Because and I understand, I'm not getting on it, MD, right? I understand some people may be concerned for my well-being. I understand that about me drinking soda, right? And I need to show you again because obviously some people didn't see it. My soda's always got no sugar. No sugar. I don't drink anything that's got sugar in it. I watch my sugar intake, so I appreciate it, guys, your concern, but I'm on it. I know what I'm doing. I'm on it with the no sugar, and I don't take sugar at all. Or I try not to take sugar at all, but any kind of drinks that I drink is always like zero sugar. I don't have sugar. Even orange juice, I'm weary of orange juice because I know that orange juice has got natural sugars and all that, and I'm on it. I watch what I'm doing, but again, it's got zero sugar. So anyway, guys, today, do you know what I've done as well? I was fed up with my Animal Crossing. Sleepy Thistle, good morning, good morning. My juice. No, but I do, I watch my sugar intake, of course, I watch what I'm doing with my sugar. But the other day, I had to actually have some regular, it was Sophie that had come in, I had to get some regular sugar. My blood sugar had went down to like 2 or 3 or something like that, and I was sitting here shaking. So I had to get some proper, like, original cola to bring the sugar up. So I'm watching what I'm doing. Good morning, good morning. My beverage of choice is my Bars cream soda with no sugar. Zero sugar in it. Yeah. Sugars is zero. Sugars are zero in it. There's zero sugar. Anyway, do you know what I done? And I had to do it, and I'm going to sit here and just play it today. I've reset. I'll need to speak to my friend, my Heather and Marshall, and Ashley that comes in. We're Animal Crossing buddies, right? We can travel to each other's island and stuff. Well, I've just scrubbed my island. I've gave my island and villagers up. Just gave them up, and I've started afresh because I was fed up with my island, fed up with the layout and all the rest of it. So I'm starting from scratch. My new island is called Pink Dunes, not as in Jai, you as Dunes. Pink Dunes is the name of my island, and I'm starting afresh. And I'm going to have nice paths and all the rest of it because my first island, I didn't know what I was doing. I was just flinging things up here, there, and everywhere, and it was cluttered, and I didn't like it. So starting afresh. Oh, I see. Cream soda. It's only the Bars cream soda I like. I don't like. Sometimes, see if I shop in Asda and I ask for my Bars zero sugar cream soda, they'll substitute it to Asda's cream soda, and it's horrible. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So it's only this one. See, ASMR artists, I sit and tap and stuff all the time. Can't help it. Wait, I tell you, listen, yesterday it was just drama. Yesterday it was all kicking off here, I'll tell you. So, my dad's got this neighbour, right? The next door neighbour of my dad's. She's a wee old woman, but she's kind of, I don't want to say she's bad or anything. She's just a busybody is the word, right? She doesn't like my dad's dog barking. She complains quite a lot. Anyway, so yesterday, this is while all the drama is going on with the grandson. I'm waiting to hear back from Amanda. Peter and Sophie are away at the hospital. It was just chaos. So my dad phones me and he's shaking up. Shaking. Yeah, she's a nosy woman, but she doesn't like kids. She doesn't like workmen. She doesn't like the bins. She doesn't like. She's an 80-something-year-old woman anyway. So my dad takes the dog out yesterday and he hears, help, 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 like that, Jim, help, like that. And my dad looks and there she is, lying in a pool of red stuff. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word. And my dad rushes over her and she's got a gouge in her head and her arm, and she's just lying there in this pool of red stuff. So my dad phones 999, that's 911, 999 in the UK, gets an ambulance to come immediately. He picks her up and puts her on a chair. She's gushing like that. She obviously took a really bad fall, the woman. So he phoned her daughter and says, you need to come up, your mum's had a terrible fall. So she comes up. So the ambulance, no, that was there yesterday. When I'm telling my dad about the grandson going to the hospital, and my dad's sitting shaking. And I was like, God's sake, I said, Dad, just think, though, all the times that she's complained about you and the dog, and it was you and the dog that saved that wee woman's life. I mean, you should be, proud of yourself that you were there and you managed to do it. And it was just yesterday, honest. Look, and I don't drink anymore. And I mean, you're like, see, if I was a drinking woman, I'd have been on it yesterday. I would have been on it. Yesterday, oh no, and then tomorrow I've got my mum. I was meant to do videos, and I just can't. I've not got the energy. I've just not got it. And I don't do my videos just for the sake of doing my videos. I've got to feel my videos because I always want it to come through the screen, me relaxing you, and I don't want to be tense trying to relax you. It just won't work. It just wouldn't be right. But I'm always on here live anyway, talking to you. But there you are. So I don't know what's happened to her. I hope she's all right. Thank God my dad was going out with the dog at the time, and my dad's quite deaf. So luckily he had his hearing aid and all that, and you just don't know the minute, guys. You just don't know the bloody minute. Anyway, I hope you're all right. I hope I'm not bringing you down, and I hope I'm not making you feel bad or anything like that. I hope you're doing good. It's Friday. Today is Friday. Yeah, see, that's it. About when people get older and you fall. I mean, see, when you fall, I remember when I was younger, right, and when you used to be able to drink a lot. I remember falling down and getting up like a yo-yo, and not, nothing. See, if I was to fall down now, I'd break a hip or something. Dance Mums, I loved watching the first lot of Dance Mums when Maddie and all them were wee. I liked watching it. No, I mean, the girls were great dancers and all the rest of it, but I liked all the drama with the mums. What do you make of that? What do you make of the drama with them? How much bitchiness can you get? You know what I mean? I don't understand it. I don't understand being like that with other people's children. Saying bad, mean things and all that. I can't do that with any child. I cannot. It doesn't matter if it's my child, somebody else's, their children. But the amount of bitch. Do you know what it reminded me? Can you remember that? I don't agree with this. I mean, if you agree with it, then that's you. But when they dress the wee girls up, but they put the makeup on them and all that for the beauty pageants, like that wee Jean-Benet Ramsey, can you remember that wee lassie? Jean-Benet Ramsey, and we've still not got to the bottom of what had happened that day. The parents were, they were like suspects, and the brother, he was a bit of a dodgy fella. If you've ever watched the interview with the brother talking about but people, when they're getting interviewed, can be, I don't know if the boys might be on the spectrum or something like that, but I don't like it that wee girls are dressed up like that and doing poses, sticking their bottoms out and stuff like that. There's too many weirdos this day, and children should stay children, for God's sake. Just leave the makeup to their teenagers like the rest of us did. But let them have a childhood instead of, all these blowing kisses at folk. Just stop it. Stop. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Fair enough if it's like a pageant and they're just natural. right? That then they're just like, it's just like a beauty pageant, but it's like all and the eyelashes. Then they're right, and the kids are screaming, "Please don't do my eyelashes, mummy!" And their mummy's like, "No, we're getting the eyelashes done. You need to get the eyelashes done." I don't like it, and I think it brings in the wrong kind of. Fair enough, there's people that are in there for the right reasons. They want to see their child like, oh, she's a beauty pageant, she's got a crown, but it also brings in the seediness, and there's some really seedy people in the world, really seedy. And as I say, going back to poor Joan Benet Ramsey, Taylor, hello, Germany. Guten Morgen, is that how you say it? I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I just butchered that, but I know a few German words. We won't go into that now, though, but I'm not going to tell you where I learnt my German from, let's just say that. Thank you for coming in today. I'm always happy to see nice new faces in the chat. Always. Do you know I'm in top chat as well, guys? So see if I've missed anything. I do apologise. I'm an a-hole. I've got a lot in my mind. But what do you think of the Joan Benet Ramsey thing? What do you think? There was if you don't know, she was a wee girl, and it was like Boxing Day. I think it was the day after Christmas or Christmas Eve, one of the two. Snowy outside, right? So you would see footprints. This kind of thing, I think. And this wee girl there was a ransom note left, and the ransom note. They were wanting some kind of money or something like that. But the child was eventually found in their home. And so I don't understand the ransom note, and then the child being found in the home. If it was an intruder, I don't understand that. But they did say that recent evidence you can see where there's been something put next to a window so that somebody could go in the house. It's yeah. See, this is the mum was people were blaming the mum at first because the child wet the bed. I can't see it. Kids do things like that. I mean, my God, look at me in the hospital. Wasn't wet in the bed, but I was like having that. Well, you know the carry on. I was having in the hospital. The accidents happen. I can't see the woman like snapping just because of an accident. You know what I mean? But the brother, there was an interview with him, and the whole time he was smiling while he was getting interviewed. And I was like, red flag, red flag, red flag. But I don't know. I mean, nobody knows. It's a weird one, isn't it? It's a weird one. But then again, I think it stems back for the whole beauty pageant thing and the dressing the wee girls up as if they're women. It just doesn't sit right with me at all. Yous may be different. Listen, yous may be different. People might have a different opinion, but that's a good thing about being human and being in this channel. People have got opinions, and yous are allowed to express them. I listen to other people's opinion, and no, your opinion's your opinion. I think somebody must know that what went on with, but it's like it haunts me, that kind of thing. See, when it's ended to do with kids, it's like the Chris Watts trial that haunts me as well. Some of these trials, and I can't stop watching them. I love watching like the true crime documentaries and interrogations. Listen, see if you've never watched the Russell Williams interrogation. Watch that today. You can thank me tomorrow. Yeah, I know. But the Russell Williams, if you don't know, Russell Williams, Canadian Air Force man, right now he was the boss of the whole base in Canada, the Air Force, right? He flew the Queen of England about, he was like up there, he was like the top man, plenty cash, 2 houses, all this kind of stuff, right? And these poor lassies were ending up disappearing from the area and found unalived and stuff like that, right? And they managed to see that there was a lady that was in like a wee, it was like I think it was a bungalow, but there was tyre tracks anyway, right? So they take tyre track impressions. Are brilliant, the police nowadays, for that kind of stuff. Tyre tracks. And the thing it doing, what kind of vehicle had these particular tyres. So they set up a wee roadblock right there where this lady had been found, you know, this lady was missing, and they did a roadblock, and they noticed that this Colonel Williams had the same tyres as these timers. So anyway, I'm not want to go into it all, but you need to watch that. They bring the man in, and he comes in as if he's Mr. Bigwig, and then by the time it's finished, you know, he's completely and utterly found out that. And the thing is, again, like the BTK, he goes through it all as if it was absolutely nothing. You know, he tells the police exactly what he done and how he done it, and it was just like a matter of fact. BTK was the same. Behind thing, I can't say the words, but BTK, he was exactly the same, and he was talking about his crimes. It was just like what I done it was like the guy what I done on a Tuesday afternoon doing the canal. That's what he was like. But the Russell Williams, it's fascinating. The interrogator was outstanding in my opinion. He really, really was. Yeah, Taylor, is I just don't. I just find it weird, and I think it draws in. I wouldn't want MD looking at my wee girl the way that these guys look at these wee girls. I wouldn't want to put my kid in that position that people were looking at them like that, and let them have a childhood. Because the ones I've watched, as I say, the kids don't want hair, bloody wigs, and all this stuck on them. They want to go and play with their friends. That's what they want. Let them be kids. Kids should be kids. Listen, it's as short as it is short. The time that you're a child and you're carefree and you just want to go and play and you want to draw pictures and you want to do this and that. And you've not really got a care in the world, you know, thinking about money and debt and all this and the news. You just want to have a wee bit of fun, play with toys, all the rest of it. There's plenty of time when they're older to be able to do the more serious. Just let them be kids, let them play with toys, let them have picnics and all that kind of stuff. Yes, I don't like it. I really don't like it. And as I say, it brings these seedy men and women. I'm no down. I'm not just saying men because there is. I've got see my Facebook. I watch the P and then the file and then hunters, right? And it's these people that go about and they don't get paid for it or anything like that. They go about and they've got decoys online. They've got decoys pretending that they're like 14-year-old girls or boys online. And the amount of people, just even in our area, these people, and it's men and women, which I was like pretty shocked at the amount of women that are on talking like nasty to these children. But of course, it's decoys and they turn up at the person's door with all the chat logs and everything like that. And they've already phoned the police. The police are on their way. And you either get, oh, I was hacked, right? That's a good one. Oh, I was hacked. And then the other one is, they didn't tell me their age, right? That's the next one. And then what's the next one is the fake imminent attack or something like that. You know that they need an ambulance right away. They need an ambulance. So I watched them. So a costume party is a different thing. I'm talking about the ones that they spray tan the kids. And I'm talking like 3 and 4-year-olds spray tanning them, shoving mascara and false eyelashes on them. It's just it's not right. I don't like it. It just doesn't sit right with me. And obviously, oh, the child wants it. The child, the child wants a picnic. The child wants to go to the swimming baths with their friends. You know, a wee party in their house, a sandbox, a paddling pool. That's what the child wants. The child doesn't want to have sticky glue put on their eyelids and stuff and have to perform on the stage like some sort of bloody robot. I mean, I just what I don't like it. I don't understand it. I don't watch it. But I the dance mums was great because it was the women that were all fighting and bitching each other. What was going on? I mean, some of them were coming to fisticuffs nearly. Folk were getting drinks poured out of them. But again, you can't no watch that stuff. You're like glued to it. It's like the Desperate Housewives, isn't it? Or the Housewives of, what was it, Beverly Hills? Was it the Housewives of Beverly Hills? Somebody get their wig snatched off with somebody. That's the kind of stuff I like to watch. It, you know, it tickles me. How they can get so serious? I don't understand. Saying that, listen, YouTube, there's a lot of stuff I don't understand these days. There's an awful lot of stuff that I'm like, what is actually going on in the world? I think it's because we lived in a time that we never had all this. Oh, listen, I watched a clip of Robbie Williams. The Robbie Williams that was in Take That. He's got kids and he will not allow them to have mobile phones. He's come up, it's all over the internet. He's come up and he went, they're not getting mobile phones. He says, I'm telling you right now that I don't care if their friends have got mobile phones, they're not getting mobile phones. He says, I can't take all this internet stuff, and he says, there's no way that I'm going to be giving my child a mobile phone. He came right out and said it yesterday. Well, good for him. You know. But yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of, he's a multi-millionaire, isn't he? Is Maddie a mum? Oh my God, I didn't know that. Oh God, but what age is she? What age is she now, Maddie? It just shows you the years. I mean, when you think her in the Sia videos. Aye. Great wee dancers, eh? Great wee dancers. That's different for the sticking eyelashes on the kids. I don't know if they'd done that. I think that they did put a wee bit of makeup on, but they weren't like the pageants. Oh, she's 22. My God. I still see her like 7 or 8 year old or something like that. It just shows you times fly. Time absolutely flies. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to get on with my Animal Crossing because I'm at scratch. I'm on a brand new island. I need to find my bearings and get my Nook miles and all that sorted. Do you know, it takes my mind off of everything else that's going on just now. But tomorrow I'll be on after I visit my mum. I'll be visiting my mum in the morning. I'll let you know how the grandson is. And as I say, I'm not getting aimed about the no sugar thing because people might miss it, but I'm on it, guys. I promise you I'm on it. I'm doing good. And thank you anyway for your concern. I know it's concern and love that I get wee messages like that, but I do love these. And I shall be back tomorrow. And hopefully we've got, listen guys, get the lottery on. But we need some good luck here. We need to get a lottery ticket on. And I love you all so much and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye everyone.